What's happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. I'm sorry,
Finally.
guys, and I'm sorry. We had mad technical difficulties, man. You don't understand, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Sorry, guys. Someone say their time changed again. We are sorry, man. You know what, man? Adam, listen, this is crazy, man. The amount of stuff that happened while we're doing the stream, yeah, was unbelievable, man. You know what I mean? We had banner issues, technical issues. I was about to go on Firefox at 1 minute and stream from there. Oh man, but we're
Mate,
here. We're finally here, man. We're finally here.
shit happens, mate. Shit happens. That's what it is, pal. That's it.
That's it, man. Man, like Anna say, finally. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, guys. I really am sorry, but we're here. We're back with another video. Smash the like button, man. Please subscribe if you are new, and please smash that like button. It's Friday night. Obviously, you man are probably thinking preview or whatnot, but listen, we've got different agendas, and obviously, guys, let me know where you're watching from part of this world. You know what I mean? Someone says British Saeed time. I'm telling you, man. I mean, love from South Africa. Let me know where you're watching from the world, guys, and obviously, please smash like on the video. Adam, how are you, mate? You know what I mean? Lockdown settings. You know what I mean? England. How's it going, mate? How's everything? How's everything goes up round there?
Yes, it's priorities right now, mate. It's priorities, and we all love, me and you. We love putting our content out there, but you know what, mate? It's up against it at the moment. Everyone's priorities are elsewhere right now, trying to survive. We had this on the last lockdown. It's just, you know what? Only this time, at least we've got a bit of football, mate. And you know, as bad as it is on international break. Big shout out to the Scots last night for finally getting through to a major tournament. Yeah, good one there. Absolutely buzzing for them. I'm all for the home nations myself, but you know what? I can't help thinking another day gone, another day closer to finding out if United can get past the low block against West Brom.
I'm glad we don't have to think about that, man. I really
it's a free weekend, mate. It's stress-free weekend.
Yeah, man. Shout out to United Angel. We are not airing you, mate. We have just given you a shout out there. So shout out to United Angle. You know what I mean? Big up everybody who's in the chat already. How's it going, guys? We're good. Mohammed Patel. You know what I mean? Boring internationals, mate. Oh, man. You know what it is here? Southgate, mate. I'm not really interested in that, mate. Are you? I'm not really. I'm the person that jumps on a bandwagon and says England's coming home. You know, I mean, football's coming home when the tournament starts, mate. I'm not really interested.
Hey, mate, it's like your thingy Mohammed just put it out there, mate. Biggest announcement of the day was no pay-per-view.
Yeah,
scrap the pay-per-view. Yep. So, top man Mohammed for bringing that one out, mate. Buzzing with that one. That is,
man,
that is the biggest news.
No £15, mate. Simple as that.
It's BT or it's Sky all the way, free to view, and Adam and Saeed and Hassan Hooters, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hassan Hooters, mate. You know what I mean?
God, you have some that stick, mate, man. I've got some of my sayings that stick, but yours just stand out a mile, mate.
Oh, man.
Hassan Hooters is here to stay, mate. It is.
It really is.
I just had Nate on from LA as well on my show before. I was just going on about the Ronaldo bollocks, mate, to be honest, and I just don't think it'd work for us or it's going to happen.
Mate. That is, for me, bollocks, mate. I don't want to hear that.
It's not, mate. It's not right at all. I'll take the words right out of your mouth because I'm pretty certain you're on my page. I mean, if this happens, it undermines the manager completely, who they've just come out and said that they're going to back. Ronaldo does not fit. It's what Messi leaves when he goes again. That's the problem we've got. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it may be good for a season. He'll probably win us a few games and score loads of goals, but what about when he leaves? Where's the mood of everyone else when they go back to the manager and say, oh, well, now he's gone now, am I flavour of the month now? It's not an Ollie signing. I don't think Ollie will be able to handle him, and I don't think Ollie will command respect from someone like Ronaldo. He's too big. Right now, he left our club when we were at the peak. I know what, since he's been away, we've just declined. We've just declined, mate. So I don't think Ronaldo should come back for his sake. I don't think he should come back for the club's sake. And it will just not work for me. As much as I love the guy, I'm a realist, and I just don't see that ever working.
It'd be good for people like Alfie, who never really seen Ronaldo.
A novelty, mate.
Novelty. Yeah,
that's what it is. I'm all for it, and I want Alfie to see the best. You know what I mean? But
not past the best. I feel like he's past his best now.
We had the best of him. We had the best of him while he was at our club. Madrid had the very best of him. It's a case now. He has still got it, but he's 36 next year, mate, and. Well, it just goes against everything the club have said recently in building for the future with younger players, and it just sort of makes us all look like fools again. Do you know what I mean? It's like we just believed that you were talking because you bought Police Dren, you bought Traore coming in January, and this is the way we're going forward. And then as soon as someone like Ronaldo opens his mouth, you just bend over and go and buy him. Oh, shut up. It's not happening, mate. It never will. Loved him when he was here. Move on.
And it just goes to show, you know what I mean, how the fan base, you know what I mean, where we're at right now. We're looking for, we're stretching for stuff right now. You
Clinging to hope.
Yeah, we're clinging to hope, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, for me, it's that kind of novelty again, man. I feel like United, if they're a top club, would be looking away from that. And I think Ole would be as well, looking away from that.
Yeah,
you know
he's not. This is not it's not an Ole signing. It's not what Ole's asked for. I don't think. I really don't think this is what Ole's asking for. So I just don't see it at all. I think there's.
No.
I think
clicks,
there's.
It's like today. We're linked with Sergio Ramos today. You know what I mean? Like, it's clicks, isn't it? You know what I mean?
So I go. It's bollocks, mate. I said this in my video before, mate. How has we got this transfer news now in November? We're nowhere near it yet. This starts circulating maybe 2 weeks before, at the end of December, before January kicks in. But right now, I don't know what's going on. Is the international football that dull that they've had to make up these crap stories? I mean, Ronaldo, you can just go to Miami and play with Beckham for a few seasons, finish your career off, mate. You know what? You've done your business. No one's going to judge you anyway. You don't need to come back. You don't need to come back and do any more in England. You've done it all. You've won it all at different countries. Your job's done, mate. Don't come back and... It's just for his sake. I don't want him to come back for his sake, because we've seen what happened with Ole. And now the fans have started turning on an old legend. You know what I mean? It's what will happen at this football club. There's too much good in the past that cannot be replicated now. So yeah, I know it's. Ronald had me on my show before. We've already had our say on this one. We've already had our say on it.
He wants round two, man. He wants round two. You know what I mean? But for me, I think just a touch on Ronaldo, because I feel like, you know what I mean, I don't want to make it a Ronaldo kind of chat, because I feel like, you know, this is what for me, it's a nostalgia thing. And I feel like Ronaldo, for me, he's had his time, man. I still don't believe he's more of a Real Madrid legend than a United legend when you look at him, mate. You know what I mean? He came here, had the best out of us. And I'll say this again, I almost think that he loved Alex Ferguson more than he loved Ronaldo, because he was almost like a father figure. And it kind of gave him something that we, United fans couldn't really give. It gives that something that, you know what, I believe in you. I'm giving you the chance, and I'm making you what you are right now. And he'll always give that depth to Alex Ferguson. When he's come to Man United, yes, he's talked good about the club and his whatnot, but I felt like when he came to, you know what I mean, Old Trafford, and he celebrated and what, and I thought, nah, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know. And I feel like he's more of a Real Madrid legend than a Man United legend. Just to touch on other news, guys, we've got about 233 people watching live, so please smash a like on the video. It is free to like, guys, so you know what I mean, it's not really, you know what I mean, something that I can really, you know what I mean, asking for hardly. Someone says, hey, just to touch on that, he goes, it's just a commercial signing of Ronaldo come back. You know what, perfect way to end that bit on. But you know what, the title of the video is Woodward backs Ole, and I'm going to bring some of the quotes in, but before that, I just want to touch on a bit about Mason Greenwood, mate. You know what I mean, I feel like it's right to just endless right now, mate. It's shocking, mate. The treatment is getting
I said this before, mate. I said I don't even want to bring up what they're talking about has happened.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I want to bring on more of
starting to look like it is fake news. The stories that are coming out and what I've been told are starting to make it look like, you know what, it is complete bollocks and it's all made up. So let's hope that is the case again, and the British media have just embarrassed themselves again.
Again. You know what I mean? A young kid again, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man, about he's not training well. How do they know he's not training well? How can they get sources out the ground? Why don't they ask the manager if he's not training well? You know what I mean? Go and ask the questions to the manager. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And I'm like, why are you trying to kind of kill this guy before he's even started, mate? You know what I mean? It's kill this guy off before he started. There's a lot of players the media have done that to. And it's almost again, it's sickening, man. It really is, man. Like, he's had a friend who's passed away, you know what I mean, in Jeremy Winston, you know what I mean, RIP to him. He's had a lot going on right now, you know what I mean. For him, it would have been a shock for a young person, a young guy, you know what I mean, his friend, to come and commit suicide, mate. It's almost like a shock to the system. Of course, you're not going to be performing well. If near you, we're in work and you're thinking about something, you're not gonna do your job properly, are you? It's the same with football. These guys are human beings, Adam. They really are.
Exactly, mate. This is it. It's they just want to jump, and this is where United fans should be steering all their energy, not at the likes of Ronaldo. And it's not being disrespectful, no matter what people are saying in the comments at all. Greenwood is our future. You know what I mean? This is where we should be. This is where we should be investing all our time and all our effort. They're talking about the club and the new way going forward. Well, you know what? We're talking about getting all these young players in. We've got one right here. We've got a superstar in the making. You know what? United should be doing everything. And you know what? If he's made mistakes, this is what happens sometimes with younger people. They need educating. Someone at this club just needs to get a hold of the lad and just tell him some home truths. Get the right people in, the right people to talk to him. This is where the effort and time should be made. You know what I mean? He's been through quite a bit with everything going on in his personal life. So it's what it is. It's all about putting it into our youth system, not only buying youth players in, but dealing with our own and helping our own, mate. That's what it's all about. And you know what? The media, they'll have their own agendas. They'll keep having it. And we're not going to be able to do anything about it.
And that's the thing, man. You know what I mean? And I always say that with Man United, man. Hated, adored, never ignored, man. And we are the biggest football club in the world. And that's why I always say, you know what I mean? When you become a Man United player, you have that thing about you where the media just constantly are there and there on your case. Constant. And I don't know how it was. I don't know for you. Obviously, you've been watching United more than me, but was it always the case again? The media just always scrutinising players back in the day, or do you think it's kind of a new thing?
Mate, it was ridiculous. Prime example was Cantona and the FA. You know what? Manchester United set a standard. United are the only club that I know of, and someone can correct me. When Sir Alex Ferguson was in, United banned Cantona. The FA decided to put a ban on top of United's ban for Cantona for what he did. You know what? United punished the player. No other club will ever do that again. But it is all hysteria. Look at what happened with Rio Ferdinand, the missed drugs test. You know what I mean? No one else got that publicity at all. No one else got it, and it's all because of United. United sell the papers. United fill columns. They make people click on the internet. And without United, I think a lot of the press would be really struggling. Lazy journalism a lot of the time. And you know what? It's never going to change. We are the biggest in terms of that. And not the best on the pitch or in terms of trophies anymore. We all know that. We're not deluded.
Fan base. Fan base and everything, mate. It's the biggest club. And obviously, you know what I mean? You look at the Pogba situation, you know what I mean? They're trying to get him to the ground now, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just, for me, it's just like, it's crazy, man. And how, I call it before, they're like the devil, mate. You know what I mean? Even if you're doing good, mate, they're trying to drag you down. And it's like, you know, when does Man United just say, you know what, forget this? But I just feel like Man United almost feed into that as well, like, you know, with what they do as well, with the clickbaits online and giving out, leaking out stuff to the press and whatnot. You know what I mean? You look at the Sancho, like, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to answer Ronald again there, why do we need Sancho? Well, we need Sancho because we haven't just got Greenwood. You know what I mean? We're looking at players here who I said before have been here 4 years now, in the likes of Martial and Rashford. So if you're not cutting it, then they need replacing, or not so much replacing. They need competition for places. This is why we need these players in. We don't need someone who's going to be here for a season in Ronaldo. And it's like I said, there's no disrespect to Ronaldo, but this is the way this club should be going forward. Greenwood is going to be fighting for that number 9 spot. Simple as. That's how I see it in the future. You can bring someone else in on the right, but it needs to be full-on competitions. United should have a huge squad. So, for me, I just feel like these players need to come. The right players need to be brought in. If the club didn't want to buy Sancho at the time because it was too much money, and we all see now with the financial figures what's come out today, and not everything being stated, and I'm not telling exactly how it is. We all knew sort of beforehand anyway with this club, but the players that we're linked with aren't always the reality. The players that we buy, I just feel like, I think we need to be looking more, like I said, to our own, in the likes of Greenwood. Greenwood is our future. We are lucky that we've got someone like Greenwood, because if we don't look after him, then we're going to end up losing him, and it would be catastrophic because this club ain't going to spend any more money, mate. So, you know what? Put all your time and effort in. Yeah. Put your time and effort into what we've got here. You know, we've spent a lot of money on our youth structure. You know, we got young McVale coming through again. the kid we bought who scored up multiple goals. The kid really has got some. We got a lot of good talent coming through, but if we don't treat it right, it's just going to end up getting wasted again.
Yeah, man. Obviously, Renault Jacob here. Big up to you for super chatting here. Regardless of our difference of opinion today, Adam, just know I respect you a lot, and I was spot Madrid United channel. Big upside down.
Yo, man, Ronald's a dude, man. Ronald knows me. I said this before, mate, and we all know that certain people are not allowed to come on. It's like everyone's running scared of me, Ronald, mate. No one wants to have a good argument or a good debate, mate. It's all too friendly anymore, mate. So bring it on, Ronald. Top dude, mate. You can ask anything you want, pal. We'll always have a good banner, but we'll have a drink afterwards, mate. That's how it should be.
That's it, man. 100%. You know what I mean? We got 327 people live on the stream. Please smash a like on the video. Obviously, we're going to go to the main segment of the video. You know what I mean? Woodward backs Ollie. Can you believe it? Did you see it back before I bring up the quotes? Is this surprising to you, Woodward?
Liar. Big fat liar. That's what he is. That's what he is, mate. Absolute bullshit, mate. That's how I see that. I don't believe anything that Woodward says anymore. It's just what it is, mate. Because a few results go wrong, and Woodward's just going to get that call from over in the States and go, Mr. Woodward, it's time for you to do your job again, mate. Let's change this manager up. I'm not happy with things. So whatever Woodward says, don't believe, mate, because we're dealing with absolute, in terms of financial businessmen, the best of the best in the Glazers, mate. So you know what? If they see their main asset going down the Swanee because of the way it's been, it's the way the squad's playing towards Ole, then they won't think twice about changing it up. So whatever Woodward says. It's what annoys me more, mate, is the fact that they've not announced all of the financial figures today. They've held some of them back, putting it down to uncertain times and too difficult to project future results going forward. We just know that the debt has risen by another 60 million around. Yeah. So we're creeping up to like 500,000 in terms of debt now. So half a billion. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we got a super chat here from Kishan Patel. He says, "Can you stay for longer today, lads? I feel really low." Obviously, you know what I mean. We don't want you to feel low, mate. You know what I mean. I know lockdown is affecting everyone, but just remember, mate. You know what I mean. You are here. You are. You know what I mean. We are.
And don't forget, mate. Don't forget, mate. All our socials are on as well, so you can always
have a chat
send
with us,
the posts.
Man, you know what I mean?
Send something, mate. Put something on one of the DMs or something. My DMs are always open to everyone. So
everyone,
you know I take a lot of stick, mate. But you know what? I'm always there for people. There's a lot worse than me. Yeah. Me inside right now. You know what I mean? So anytime anyone wants to have a chat, there's plenty you do on mine as well. So you know what I mean. Doesn't always have to be about football.
Exactly. And everyone on the live chat, please big up Kishan. Give him a bit of moral support, man. That'll be appreciated. We're all one community here. You know what I mean? Already here. Someone says, Kishan, we are with you. Stay strong. You know what I mean? Big up everybody and big up Kishan as well. Still getting their dividends apparently, Claire.
And
yeah, you know what I mean? How are they getting all this money from memberships? What are these people doing? Not cancelling memberships. What's going on with these people?
People are posting pictures out. People are posting pictures out of. I mean, so you've got to start watching MUTV because nothing on there is ever going to give you any insight at all. What did he say on MUTV? And there goes my chance of ever doing any work for United, but I don't care.
They've come to my mind, mate. You know what I mean?
No, it's like thingy. It's there's nothing on MUTV that's going to tell you otherwise.
No.
In terms of going to give you anything new, any insight at all. All they're going to do is back. They're just going to say exactly what they're told to say, and it's what anyone's going to do right now. When you're pumping that much money in, it's what it is. But the biggest issue that I've seen was the news about actually both Manchester clubs, mate, actually not paying proper wages out. You know what I mean? Not even national wages.
That's crazy,
it's diabolical, mate. It's absolutely diabolical how clubs this size. You know what I mean? City have got buckets of money. They're nowhere near the same size as United, but it is embarrassing that United have been outed by the press on this one. I mean, this is the news I want the press to be reporting. you know what I mean? This is proper journalism, proper reporting. This is what I want to see. And it's a shambles, mate. It really is. If that is the case, and I don't know if it's dead true or not, but I don't think they would bring it out otherwise. But Manchester United and Manchester City.
What would it be that the main core, the staff, security, you know what I mean, hospitality?
Everything, mate. Yeah, just the run-of-the-mill staff, the mega store staff, security, things like that. People working at the club, receptionist, in the ticket office, that sort of thing, mate. You know what I mean? If you can't even get your national standard wage, then seriously, come on,
man. For me, it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? MUTV stopped live phone-ins. Yeah, man. That's what all they're all about, man. You know what I mean? And then Kishan says, "Hey, thanks a lot, means I told my girlfriend I'm depressed and she dumped me." Oh my God, mate. I'm sorry to hear, man. I really am sorry to hear, man. Listen, all we got to say, man, you know what I mean? Think about the bright side and think about you're still here, you're still living, and you know what, man? She might not deserve you, man. You know what I mean? She probably don't deserve you, mate. And that's the reality, man. You know what I mean? So sorry to hear about that, man. I really am, man. What's she saying?
It's like your dress, mate.
Wow, okay. Fair enough.
This is turning into an agony aunt, mate. This.
Bloody hell, man. It's like, take me out here, man. What is going on here, man?
People, you know what's going on, man? It's like we're only missing United for like 4 days and you're losing the plot. You know what's going on?
You know what I mean? Respect for Saeed for putting on the banter, regular content, you know what I mean? Can't believe he smashed the old iPad. Listen, that iPad smashed, mate. All his iPad is smashed. I'm telling you now. You know what I mean? Big up Saeed. What's you guys saying on the best left back in the league? Aubameyang, left back. Wow, survival football. He's trying to say Aubameyang's a left wing back. Wow, you're taking a mick. You know what was there, man?
He said, he's playing that way, mate.
Me. Wow. Okay,
Flawless dumped you. I didn't know Flawless was going out with anyone.
Well, don't know, man. Must be something going on here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
What's
crazy.
Okay. Let's change. Let's just change this. I think everyone get in your relationship crisis talk as well. While we're at it, people, put everything on the floor.
This ain't no Jeremy Kyle, you know what I'm saying, man? Right, let's go back to the comments. Right here, Woodward comments here on the pitch. While there is still work ahead to achieve a greater consistency, we remain absolutely committed to the positive path under Ollie, and the team continues to develop, mate. I mean, you know what, man? I quoted it. I said, what did I say? Positive paths FC, mate. Like, what is seriously like? Does someone write these quotes for him? Like, just like, you know what I mean?
He knows nothing. He knows nothing about football, mate. Positive path. What path's that? Is he on the yellow brick road or something? This guy, you know what I mean?
I have no idea, mate. He's just saying, he goes, while there is still work to hard to achieve greater consistency, which he knows. So he does know that basically, you know what I mean, it's not going well at the minute. But he's trying to say that still, you know what I mean, it's not consistent. What's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
It's just an absolute... that's a brain melt comment, isn't it? It's like you can't seriously. If he wants to detach himself further and further from the fans, then go ahead, mate. Go ahead. This is the guy who's trying to say that he is all in and he knows his football. He's trying to act like he is in with the football club and looking like he's got football best interest at heart. I mean, come on, seriously. I mean, Woodward, just you're not that stupid, are you, mate? It is a brain dead comment. It's a brain dead comment, mate. And we're not stupid. We see the way the club's going, and it ain't going in a positive path right now. It really isn't. It isn't.
You know what I mean? Apparently they've released their quarterly, you know what I mean, further losses from coronavirus pandemic. You know what I mean? Do you think this club will struggle if we don't get, obviously we call it no Champions League football, you know what I mean? Not really getting further forward in League Cups. This club could really struggle. So I don't understand why he's trying to make it out look that, you know what I mean, things are going well at the minute. Like, for me, if Woodward would come out, would earn our respect more and say, you know what, things have to improve. You know what I mean? Okay, we believe in the manager, but things have to improve. Leave it at that. Don't say things are looking positive at the minute. Come on, man. Like, be real, man. Be real with us, man. But you don't want to get that with him, are you?
These simple comments, but it's the same with Ollie when he talks as well, mate, innit? It's like they're all scripted. You know what I mean? They're all reading from the same hymn book, aren't they? It's like sing this merry song like everything's okay, and we're not deluded, we're not stupid. Just say it as it is and get a little bit more respect out of it. We know bad results were coming. Pandemic, finances are down, so we know we've got bad results coming. Don't try and pull the wool over our eyes, acting like you're the only one who knows how bad things are. Everyone reports it now. It's like when I was speaking on my channel with Finger. With Kieran from the Price of Football. I know he was breaking it down. We all know, these people, the finance experts know, and they spread it out over social media. He came on my show and was breaking it all down. We're not stupid. You can't hide it. It's just garbage. It's absolute garbage. And you know what? He's just detached himself, like I said, even further from the fans, because it just makes him look like he doesn't know more than what he didn't before. And we obviously all know all he's good at is making money, and as long as he's doing that, then he's got nothing to worry about. Is it, though?
It's like, he's trying to run this football club to the ground, mate. He really is.
Like I told you, mate, his job is safe because he makes the dividends, he makes the money for them. But for him to come out and say, "Ollie, we're backing him," then it's complete bollocks, because we know he'll be sacked if results don't go away. Because without Champions League and no gate receipts, them dividends won't be paid, will they? Okay, this has now turned into the Adam Show. What's happening, people? I don't know where Saeed's gone. Come on, Saeed, where you at? There he is, he's back.
44p or something like that. Someone says I 144p. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man.
God, you need to wind up that modem, mate.
Am I a bit clearer now?
There you go. Yeah, you cleaned it, mate.
Cleaned. You had to just give it a little clean. You know what I mean? But yeah, sorry. Let me say what you saying. What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear you then.
I can't remember now. I was laughing, mate.
This is what happens, man. The chat was just too crazy, man.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah,
what is the cent? You know, it's the agent.
Yeah, dividends, mate. Dividends. It was
dividends, man. You know
paying. As long as they're paid, but how are you going to pay them if we're not making money, mate? To make money, you need to be in the Champions League to get the Adidas deal. You need to be in the Champions League to be relevant for the next sponsorship deal, which comes next season. If Ollie's not doing it, he's gone, mate. It's as simple as.
And that's the thing, man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing what we're looking at in the season that's gone ahead, mate. You know what I mean? When you look at it, obviously we always do our review, and obviously this will be the next kind of let's say half-term report, because obviously we won't have another one till March. Obviously we'll just have games after games after games. How do you sort of see the so far? You know what I mean, for Man United and Ollie, and what do you think? Are you still dissatisfied? I still can't get over. You know what I mean? The loss against Arsenal. I really can't, mate. It was so bad.
It's still hard to take, mate. We've got to take each game as it comes in terms of actually getting behind the team, cheering the team on. But when you look at it and break it all down over nearly a first quarter of the season, you've got to say it's a massive disappointment. Yet, we're not a million miles away from the top four, but we're not a million miles away from the bottom three. So it's how you want to look at it. You could be half full, you could be half empty there. But you just got to look at the stats, mate. How can a team have the best away record in the league and then the worst home record in the league? That just epitomises our issue, which is inconsistency, mate. It really is. And they're just playing into, this is where I do not like the comments that Ollie makes and the excuses he makes, like the fans not being in the stadium is why we're not winning. The players that just feeds into these players' minds straight away. Because all these players they don't think for themselves anymore. They need telling everything, mate. They need feeding. They need coaching. They need everything. And as soon as it's like Mourinho did it. He made an excuse saying that they were tired from playing too many games. And what happens? We look lethargic on the pitch. It goes straight to the head. And if the player's not mentally strong enough, then it's going to affect him. And it just seems to be. It's like, and we know what's coming every time now. We can predict it. We're starting to learn this team. We're starting to learn how this team works. And when the chips are down and it's really, really bad, we will get a great result or a few great results. But when the expectation's up and we're expected to do something, they start to bottle it, mate. They start to bottle it. That needs to change. There needs to be a stable mentality.
You know what? Is it going to change? Because when you look at it, you know what I mean, with Like certain teams, they can yo-yo. I mean, what was that team? When did we have that away record when we couldn't win at home? Was it under Mourinho or was it under Van Gaal?
Oh, he had like something like 7 draws in a row, like 8 games where we didn't score a goal. I remember it well.
So it's like, you know, how do you? For me, I don't know how this happened. I'm looking at the West Brom game and I'm like, can you even get this back to normal, mate? You know what I mean?
We looked at it. I looked at the games coming up, mate. What was it? West Brom, Southampton, West Ham, City. West Brom's the hardest game out of all them. It may sound like a stupid comment, but we know what's coming. United fans' biggest fear. A team that is disciplined, that is set out to low block and defend and struggle. That's what we will do. We all know what's coming. We want to hide it. We don't want to admit it. But unless we score an early goal, every United fan knows we're up against it. Whereas I think Southampton will be confident and buoyed, and I've got a lot more attacking players and flair players. Yeah. West Ham, exactly the same. And then obviously City. Well, we love playing City. So, I mean, I'm more confident. I'm more confident for the City game than I am the West Ham game, mate. And how crazy does that sound?
That's crazy, mate. You know what I
mean? But it's facts.
That sums up the season, though, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. You asked the question, and that's it, mate. You said it.
But how could Woodward be saying then? He's trying to say we're looking to achieve great consistency, but at the same time, it looks like we're back in the vision of all. You can't. That's, for me, it's a two polar opposite. You're trying to say you want consistency, but then you're not going to get a man that has consistency, though. You know what I mean? It's like, it's baffling. It really, really is baffling. And I'm like, I just don't think we're going to ever get to December, mate, and we're going to be looking at a top 4 team. I don't see it happening, mate. And if you're going to tell me we're going to be looking at March, April to scramble over the line, mate, this is for me, then you've just failed again, because we should be a team that should be comfortable in that top 4, mate. You're telling me Tottenham, with a year experience under Mourinho, should be there, comfortable in top 4. Leicester, they've got Son Heung-min out. Madison's only just starting games right now. They've got what's it called? Ndidi out. They've got Pereira out. They lost Chilwell. They've got a 34-year-old Vardy up front. Come on, man, Adam. You know what I mean? Southampton. Come on, we can't be saying that. We're striving for, you know, we're looking for the vision of Ole and saying, right, this is the vision of Ole. This is not, man. And I'm just worried, yeah, as a fan base here, that we could rot with Ole and we could rot with the club's vision, because I just don't see Ole putting a run up together 4 or 5 games on the bounce. That's what you've got to do to get top 4 now.
That's it.
You've got to win 4 or 5 games on the bounce.
That's it, mate. It's exactly it, because you look at it now and you go, right, okay, so Ollie's talking about getting the 3rd win quicker than what we got the 3rd win last season. It's great. We beat Everton. Fantastic. But we can't afford to make another mistake. Like you said, that we need to win 5 or 6 now to completely stabilise ourselves in the top 4. Otherwise, we're back where we was last season, and we've not improved. And then you've got to respect everyone above us, who is all stronger. And like I said, that's not all Ollie's fault. A lot of the teams got backed, and people saying Ollie didn't get fully backed. Yeah, other teams had better windows than us. They've all got stronger. But I'm looking at it going, we've got Bruno for a full season now. We know Pogba's fit this season. We brought Van der Beek, and you can't even get him in the team. We've got a proper left back. Yeah, COVID affected. Tellez hopefully comes back and starts playing more. You just spent nearly 40 odd million on 2 youngsters who we're not going to see. So I'm looking at it, right, 5 or 6 games, I may be a little bit more optimistic. But until we get that run together, then we've not moved anywhere from last season, mate, because we're doing exactly the same as what we did last season at the start. Fits and starts, stopping and starting, 1 good game, few bad games, turn out against a big team, do really well, make a surprise win, get the reactional wins. It's exactly the same. Nothing has changed at all. And you know what? It's going to take a lot for me to be convinced, mate. But for Woodward's words to be of any fruition whatsoever, Ollie needs to be winning 6 or 7 games in a row and then solidifying. But can you see Spurs, Southampton, Leicester all dropping the same time? Can you see Chelsea getting worse than what they are? I can't, mate. There's 2 places up for grabs.
There's two, you know.
Same as we was last season, mate.
Will laugh at me. Liverpool and City will be the top 4.
Yeah.
Hey?
100%. Liverpool and City, top 4, guaranteed.
Hello?
And there goes Saeed. And he's there. He's back. Saeed's freestyling, people. Saeed, can you hear me? Oh no. What's happening? Am I going solo again here? Yep, I think I'm solo again, people. I don't know. Saeed. Oh, he's back again. Another Saeed's back. Man, you've got about 8. You've got about, you're like a cat, mate. You got 9 lives. You keep popping up in a new box. 9 lives,
man. We're coming in and out, man. Listen, man. The Wi-Fi's been shocking, mate, lately, man. It's been absolutely horrendous. But yeah, sorry, go on. Someone say pay the Wi-Fi bill. Listen, we've been paying it, man. I'm on my bloody data, man. It's killing me, man. It really is killing me. Go on.
It's, oh, man. No, what was I saying now? Oh, God. These skips keep throwing me out, mate.
I'm telling you, I'm on the McDonald's Wi-Fi, mate. You know how bad them are as well.
You have. Back again. Oh,
freestyle,
God.
Adam, you know what I mean? Freestyle it.
Oh, mate. No, we're saying City and Liverpool are top 4, aren't they? We know they're going to get top 4. I mean, everyone's asking me before about Liverpool and the crisis of injuries that they finally got. It'd be interesting to see how they handle it because Salah's got COVID now. So,
wow.
You know what? He's going to be missing for another 2 weeks. Is he going to come back fully fit? I know we've got Liverpool coming up after City. I think somewhere around December time, I think we've got Liverpool. But, you know what I mean? Now Gomez is gone. Matip's gone. Obviously, Van Dijk, long-term. They're all long-term injuries. Fabinho's out as well. It's going to be very interesting to see how Liverpool react. But I do still expect them to get into that top 4. I think, like we said, City and Liverpool. But then that leaves 2 spaces already. We're already talking about the 2 spaces. And our minimum requirement this season as fans, remember us saying it last season, mate, was get top 4, get closer to City and Liverpool point-wise and win a trophy. I'd be more confident about winning a trophy than getting top 4, mate, because we're just a one-off. We're a one-off team at the moment, mate. There's no consistency there. We might get lucky and get a few of them one-off wins in one of the cup competitions. Will that give us a boost to go on? Is that enough for Ollie to stay? It wasn't enough for Van Gaal.
That's the thing, though, and you look at his first 100 games, mate, you know what I mean? And as much as Ollie's probably got about 2 or 3 wins more than Van Gaal, you know what I mean? For me, I just look at the consistency and I'm thinking, we're struggling to get the right team, you know what I mean? Looking at Van der Vaart, you know what I mean? He's criticising Ollie for not playing Van der Beek. Pogba's form, you know what I mean? There's a lot of factors worrying me.
Van der Beek's got more international minutes than he has in club minutes, mate.
How is that possible?
Mate, he's mental. He's got 2 goals. He's got 2 goals already, and
he's not shy of confidence, mate. I tell you that.
Not at all. Not at all, mate. He's not shy at all. He's quality. He's absolute quality. We know it, but we can't fit him in the team. If you can't fit, who was it on our show last week, mate? Wasn't it? And the best comment came out. I think it was from Kelly, and she said a player came through at Liverpool in Diogo Jota. So how did Jurgen Klopp manage it? He managed to find a team and a formation that played Firmino, Mane, Salah and Jota. That's what managers who want to win things do. That's what they do. You don't make an excuse saying that he can't fit in the team because someone's already there. You make a team work. You make your squad work. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm hearing Carragher now say that Firmino doesn't get into Liverpool's top 3 ahead of Jota. Wow. So you've got to give these players a chance to come in. Van der Beek could come in and play better than Bruno, play better than any of our other midfielders. He's got the capabilities. He could play better than Pogba. He could be better than one of the forwards, mate, in that position. But you've got to give him a chance. Do you know what I mean? I know you can't drop Bruno at the moment because he's too good. He doesn't deserve to be dropped. That's fair enough. But you surely got to be a bit more versatile. I mean, if you can fit Firmino and Jota into the same formation in a team and they still play well, then you've got to look at that and go, there's always a chance. There's always a way. The problem we've got, mate, is now Ollie's found a system now which helps us be a bit more
Not
solid.
Sustainable, Adam. No, it's not sustainable though. We can't be playing
Exactly that, mate.
DMs
You can't rely
game.
on. No, you can't rely on Fred and McTominay to do that performance every week. They haven't got it in them. The only reason it's like that is because
we've
got Finger. Down. No, it's the only reason we've got them is because our defenders are shit, mate. That's what it is. The defence is shit. You can't have it. It's like I said before with Liverpool. Now we'll see how good Liverpool's attacking is now when they know they haven't got the confidence behind them. Because if you're a forward player, then you're thinking, right, I'm going forward, gun ho here because I know I've got solid behind me. I've got a solid setup behind me. If you know that's not there, that plays on your mind, mate. It's all about the mentality. You have to be confident. You have to take a risk. That's what it's all about, mate. You have to. Bobby Charlton's famous saying, it sticks in my head, never be afraid to miss. And that's what wins you things. If you start being afraid to play that ball, to be a bit more proactive, to think forward, then you're always going to be 5th and 6th in the league. Yeah, it may be better than what it is now, but where is your realistic targets, fans? Where are they? That's what I ask these people who think it's more stability and it looks like a solid outfit. It's not going to win you the league, which is what we ultimately want. If you're happy with being 4th and 5th, shoot, fly away.
100%. But I don't think this place will stick around, man. And you know what I mean? We've got nearly 600 people live in the video. Guys, please. You know, it's been amazing. A lot of interaction going on. So please, if you are watching this video, let's get the likes up. Let's get at least 300 likes. You know what I mean? There's about nearly 600 people. Let's get half the likes if we can, people. You know what I mean? I think I don't want to really talk about Pogba, but I feel like there's a lot of people talking about it in a minute. And I feel like, you know, I don't know, they want to build up the content and whatnot. And people are just there for the clickbait stories and whatnot. But for me, though, again, you know what I mean? He got hooked off at, 55 minutes for France. Didn't look right against United in Iceland. You know what I mean? We've got Zayne again in the trap. You know what I mean? Trolling us who? Abama who? Martel is back. So listen, mate, Abama's getting slaughtered by, you know what I mean? You should be funding Aubameyang's lawsuit against Toni Kroos, mate. That's what you should be doing, Zayne, man. Go chat to Kroos, man. Get involved in the attorney over there, mate. I don't know what's going on there, by the way. I don't know what you've made of that, Adam. It's getting crazy. Aubameyang and Kroos. What have you made of it?
I mean, I've not seen anything of it, mate. I really haven't. I don't know what's happened. I don't care.
For me, it's come out of nowhere. It's come out of a podcast, and yeah, you know what I mean. Let Arsenal fans deal with that. You know what I mean. But what do you make of the Pogba situation? You know what I mean. He's low on form. You know what I mean. There's hardly any form going out of here.
Remember when I said to you a minute ago, mate? When I said when a manager comes out and says something, and this modern day player, it goes straight to the head. Look what Deschamps did straight away when he joined the international crew. Deschamps' words were, look, Pogba cannot be happy with his game time or his positional, or where he's being played positionally at Manchester United. He cannot be settled there. So straight away, he's started on a negative. So it's hard for Pogba to even big himself up or give any sort of confidence in his game when where he goes away to his zen, which is France. You know what I mean? He's always comfortable when he goes away to France. He feels. You can just see just a calm demeanour around him. He just feels confident in the way he plays. If he can't find it there, God help us, mate. Really do. But I think Deschamps sort of set him up there because Pogba knows he's going to get it, and he's going to get it when he gets back again. You know what I mean? He's not even said anything this time. So I feel sorry for him in a way.
Fair for him in this United career.
I said it, mate. I was talking with Miles and Flawless, mate, on my show in the week, and I just said, yeah, top guys, and they were real. They're both Pogba fans, as you know. I mean, I like Pogba, but Pogba's not going to work at United, mate. It's nearly 4 years, and we cannot make it work. We can't fit him in. If you can't fit him in,
the first Mourinho we had Mourinho who, you know, what I mean, we couldn't find the best formation for him. You know, what I mean, it was a case of we wanted him to be forward, we wanted him to be, you know, what I mean, to have less defensive duties. We had him for Ole, but it did work for Ole, though. That's the thing, though. Why has it just gone backwards? Is it because of the Bruno effect? Is it just that? Surely it can't just be just the Bruno effect. It can't be that. You know what? Bruno's coming and now Pogba, mate, we don't need you anymore. I'm just baffled, you know, because he was playing. I don't know if you remember the start of the season when he was playing the start of all his reign. He was playing a 4-3-3 on the left. So Herrera, Matic, and Pogba. And you know what, mate? That was probably the best three we've had for a while, mate, in terms of that balance right there. And then it's almost a case of he was injured, wasn't it, for the January, wasn't it? Then Bruno came in. Then it was almost a case of, you know what, play alongside Bruno, and if you can't, mate, you're off the pitch. It's as simple as that, isn't it? I don't see how he gets into this team now. A game against Everton where you needed to win the game, Pogba was on the bench.
Well, this is it, mate. It's because he knows he can't rely on Pogba. Isn't disciplined enough for that position. Well, why don't you play him where he should be played then, further forward? Do you know what I mean? I think the issue ultimately comes down to the management and the coaching setup. If you're going to just give up and say, look, I cannot fit you into this system because I cannot coach you in that way. Look at Kevin De Bruyne. Do you ever see the guy not running around the pitch? If you're going to play for Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, then you still have to work. You have to get that across in your training, in your setup, in your strategy. You have to get that across to the players. And if you can't get it across, then it's pointless that player being there. It really is. It's pointless in being there because it's not going to work. Pogba is not disciplined enough to play as a holding midfielder. We know that. He isn't. We're being found out and being overrun. The defence looks shocking with him there. You know what? He was there for the ride towards the end of last season alongside Matic, and it worked. But we've seen it sort of draining away when teams were figuring us out towards the end, mate. Yeah. We've seen it sort of drifting away in the start of the season.
Crystal Palace Tottenham game almost nailed it, and I feel like for me, you know what I mean, we got a super chat here. He goes, you spent $250 million on a fridge, Pogba, Lukaku. You could have got that with Ronaldo, Neymar for that amount. I'm not too sure, mate. Neymar cost 200 million, mate. So I don't know what you're talking about there, pal. But yeah, Ronaldo. You know what I mean? You focus on Partey, man. You know what I mean? Partey's limping off. Man like Frottetto, you know what I mean? Paella, Pulis, man. You know what I mean? You focus on that, mate. You know what I mean? But thanks for the super chat. What do you say to this, though?
That drop there.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But what like, you know, there was a chat here that said, yeah, Pogba, Ollie can't find a system to fit his best players in. You know what? I'm being brutally honest with you, Adam. Yeah, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can easily fit these players in. He could easily fit Pogba. Let's say we play Pogba and Bruno in the number 10 role, whatever. Donny van der Beek in Matter's position. Surely he can do that because you look at Holland, he played box to box, he played a number 8, he played a number 10. There was one moment where the ball was played to him on the left-hand side and he gave a superb ball to Babel. Why can't he do that for Man United?
Mate, it's all about the confidence of the players when they step out on that pitch. When you've got a direct objective and you've got a strategy in place that the players believe in, it's easy. It is so easy, mate. You can see it in Pep Guardiola's teams. You can see it in Klopp's teams. You know exactly what that team is going to do because the manager has got it across. You can tell that now in the likes of Hassan Hootel at Southampton. You know what I mean? You can see it in Everton, although their playing staff are not as good to maintain it, like we said. Fair enough, but you can still see the plan. You know what? But with United, you just don't know, mate. You just don't know. We could go out and we could try and guess the system. We could try and guess the formation before the players walked out on that pitch, and we'd be wrong every time. How many times we've sat there talking, me, you, rants, we spoke about it, and we're trying to suss it out. And how's he doing? How's he fitting? And then they'd start, and you'd be like, okay, no, I don't know. I've lost it. There's nothing there. But it's that in you other teams that I like, Klopp's teams, like Pep's teams, you know what I mean? They've all got a style of play. They all know each to a man. It's absolutely the same with it's the same with De Boer and that Holland team. You know what he's doing. Van der Beek goes straight out there, knows exactly what he's doing. He knows his role. He fits in the system. There's no ifs or buts. And you know what? These guys don't see each other for weeks on end, but as soon as they meet up together, they already know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about a United team that trains together day in, day out. How is it not coming across on the pitch already? It's inconceivable, mate. It really is.
Same Miase says, if Arteta doesn't get top 4, we will go for Rodgers and you still have Ole. Wow, man. You know what I mean? Going for Rodgers, man. You know what I mean? The one that they were calling him a fraud last season. I seen a lot of Arsenal fans saying he's a fraud. You know what I mean? He bottled it. Well, Zayn, you know what I mean? You might have to do that, man. We got a lot of hashtag stand by Pogba, spot on. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure, man. And I just for me, I'm looking at it. I think I still believe.
It doesn't matter if you like Pogba or not. It's not about Paul
Yeah.
Pogba. We know what qualities he's got. He's never ever going to work in this Manchester United team. We've got 4 years of it, mate. We've had 4 years of it, and the managers haven't been able to get the best out of him. It's a modern day footballer. Yes, we should be. We should definitely be doing a lot better than what we are. We should be able to rely on these players to go out on the pitch and perform and play with some pride. But we know that's not the case. We just know it's not the case. So for me, I just think, you know what? If it's not working for you, stop making excuses.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Man.
If you're going to, he might as well not be here if he's not going to start a game for me. Pogba, Van der Beek and Bruno, you can get them in the games. There's games that they can play. But if he's not going to be able to get him in that team, I know he's had long enough now. He's had long enough, then, you know what? He shouldn't be the manager, or Pogba should be sold. And I don't want that to happen, but if he's not going to play, what's the point? What is the point in him being there if he's not going to be able to play? He's not going to be able to play in the system. It's like you said, mate. We don't know what the system is. It doesn't look like Ollie knows what the system is. So how the hell are these players supposed to go on that pitch and know exactly what they're doing? Because when they go out, the only time they know what they're doing is when the backs are to the wall, and that's it.
You know what I mean? Ronald Jacob here, thanks for the super chat. Me goes, Ollie has done a pretty good job at the club. It wasn't supposed to be permanent. He got the job on the 18-win run. Now, Poch, if he was so good, why is he not wanted by other clubs like PSG or Barcelona? Maybe he wants the Man United job, and maybe he's looking for the Premier League where it suits him. You know what I mean? And I feel like that'll be the question. You know what I mean? As much as, you know what I mean, I disagree with what Renault's saying. Thanks for the super chat. But I just feel like, you know, it's an inevitable game for me. And I feel like when you look at the running, and when you look at until December, mate, and when we eventually come back here, we talk about it in March, do you think that we'll have these same conversations about not getting the best out of these players? You know what I mean? Inconsistent. We're not doing this. We're not doing this right. We'll have one game brilliant. We'll have one game. It'll be 2 games on the bounce bad. You know what I mean? We'll still be having these conversations again and again, mate. I just feel like we will be, mate. It really will be.
It's like Ali G said in the comment there about what I said about, you could say that about any players. They already have. I said it at the start of the show about Rashford and Martial. You know what I mean? The guys have been in there 4 years now. And people are talking about bringing Ronaldo in just to try and, you know what I mean, so they can learn off him. What are we supposed to do? Forget about 4 years? Are we supposed to be happy with that? I can say that about every single player. The only ones I'm not going to judge are the ones that have just come in because it's not fair on them yet. And you know what? They're the ones who look like they're trying more. You look at the likes of Bruno, Fred, James, Maguire, Bizaka. You can't really overly criticise these players right now. But you know what? When do we start to look at it and go, this may not work? I've always said that the players should be given 3 years. If they're not showing improvement after 3 years in a club of United size, then it's not working. Time to go. Look at what's happened with Phil Jones and Lingard's careers just disappearing into the abyss. The only one who had sense was Smalling to get out while he had the chance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's seen that it wasn't working and he went. Whereas, you know what? You can't blame Lingard and Jones. As much as we don't like them as players in terms of what they do and how good they are, no disrespect to them, but it's not their fault. It's not their fault they're still at the club. United are the ones who are keeping them there, giving them the contracts. Yeah. So as much as I like to say Phil Jones is nowhere near up to the mark, which he isn't, he's still there. Rojo's still there. Romero's still there. Lingard's still there. We're still paying Pereira's wages. You know what I mean? We're still paying all these loan players. You know what I mean? Darlow's still being paid. We're still paying for him.
Yep.
Mate, it's an accumulation of 4 different managers' worths of failures in terms of the transfer market, and Ed Woodward giving them that 1 year backing that they've all had, and then having to deal with the rest of it.
It's just same old, mate. And they got a super chat here for you, mate. You know what I mean? Adam, would you take Ronaldo's player manager? Bloody hell, mate. You know what I
Zayn,
mean?
mate, you come up with some crackers, mate, but no, mate.
No, mate. You know what I
Ronaldo
mean?
he's not managerial quality. I wouldn't take him as a player, mate, right now. If you heard me on the show, I don't want him to come back. I really don't. I
Nah,
just
that's
think
it, man.
it's just not what we need right now. We're supposedly building, and we just go back on everything that we've said if we go and buy a player like Ronaldo now. As much as I love Ronaldo, like every United fan, it's not for now. It's not. You've got to be realistic about it. And you know what? We're supposed to be starting afresh, starting building a squad and looking to the future, and the younger players goes against it. I'm all for a bit of experience, but it just feels nostalgic. It just feels cop-out-ish. Man, it's going to cost us 30 million a year in wages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You waited a year.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're looking at Mason Greenwood, Martials, you know what I mean? Like, it's not what we need. But we don't need Ronaldo at the forefront of everything, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
No.
Yeah, man. Last 5 minutes. Let's just get last. Any questions that you want to ask me or Adam? Any quick fire questions? Let us know, guys. We'll read as many as we can in the last 5 minutes, guys. So, you know what I mean? Let's see. Adam, do you think all the players can be by the same time, even if the players are playing bad, no tactics? For me, I think you need a guidance of a manager. Does that help? For me, of course it does. You know what I mean? But I just think that right now there's no consistency right in the throughout the whole team. And I feel like
that's that disease again, isn't it? The United disease. We buy players who show potential, and when they've been playing wherever they've been playing before they come to us, they've looked awesome. They've come to United, and my God, the decline is ridiculous. We could make you, or we could destroy your career. Look at the players lingering around in the background. Look at them lingering around now. They're just disappearing into the abyss. They're nothing. What's he saying, Zayn, now?
They said Adam Ronaldo is a leader you're missing and he's still got years left. Giggs and Teddy he's the best player ever. Yeah, but Giggs and Teddy were legends, mate. You know what I mean? These were guys. Yeah.
He is the best. He is the best player ever, in my opinion. But he's 36 next year, and you know what? He's going to come into a team which isn't great. Ronaldo's played in teams that have been awesome and have had quality oozing out of it, and have been in strong starting positions. If he comes to United right now, I think we will destroy him.
Yeah,
because this team and this players around in our team at the moment have not got anywhere near the mentality Ronaldo's got. And yeah, I could be wrong. It could completely go the other way, and he could change the mentality. But at the age of his career, is he really looking to try and carry a team? He's looking to finish his career on a high. I just don't see it working for me at all. I understand what you're saying, though. He is the best. Yeah. I do agree with that. I really do.
Another super chat here from Gareth. He goes, thanks very much for super chat, mate. Do you think if Ollie had nothing to do with the Comedy Plus, came into Man United and managed to perform like he is, would everyone be saying sack him? Wow. I've said this from day one, Adam. You know what I mean? I think we'd have a different viewpoint, wouldn't we? You know what I mean? I think still for me, I still regard him as a legend football club, and I'll still respect for what he did for Man United. But I've always said it, man. I've placed myself as a manager first, then a legend second, mate, because he is a Man United manager right now, and we have to see this club week in, week out. I pay £700. I don't know how much Adam plays for this season ticket, but you know we want the team to do best. We can't just have a love affair with Ollie forever. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. Then everyone else loses out, doesn't they? Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, not for me, mate. Not for me. Rome wasn't built in a week. Someone says here. After 30 years, Scouts has stole our title. Yeah, that's not right. But
it was destroyed after 8 years.
Yeah, this is a question for Adam. Would you change the diamond system or would you keep it?
Would I change the diamond system or keep it? I want adaptability. I mean, I like the diamond with the right personnel in it. The diamond works with playing the right players there. That's what it is. It works with the right players, but it can also go completely wrong for this team. It really can. But we need to be able to change it. You can play a diamond and then change it when out of possession. You can change it in and out of possession, the formations, but the players need to be coached into that. That's how I feel it needs to be. You can set up as a 4-4-2. But it doesn't mean it's a 4-4-2. It changes inside the game. That's what the players need to know, that out of possession and in possession, it's a different formation. That always worked. You know what I mean? It just doesn't look like they've got anything. It doesn't look like they've got a plan inside them sometimes, the players.
No, absolutely not. Zia Miasi here again. It says you don't want Ronaldo. We'll take him at Arsenal. Imagine Ronnie, Pep, and Alba. Well, you know what I mean. I think
That
you've already
doesn't scare me at all. I mean, we mark Ronaldo out the game, and that's it.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
mentioned the other two. They're probably they're in fullback positions, defending for the new system.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And also you got one guy called Mesut Ozil still on 350 grand a week at home playing Fortnite. So you know what I mean? It's
tweeting
crazy.
Comments about the games like us. He's like a fan.
Yeah, exactly. Question A said, would you give only 2 more years if he wins the League Cup and FA Cup but finishes 5th? Ooh.
He won't get it. I don't think he'll get it from the club.
No.
It doesn't matter because the money's not there. And he won't be backed again because there's no money. He needs to be in the Champions League.
Saeed, when are you coming to Vegas? You know what? That's a good question, you know. I was meant to be going to Vegas in February. But
I was supposed to be going next year.
I
was going to watch the Eddie Hall and Thor fight. It was in September. Hopefully it's been rescheduled. So Vegas is one of my ultimate favourite cities.
What time are you going? Who are you going with?
I was supposed to be going with my sister and her fella. I mean the missus. So we're hoping it's going to be September next year. So it's all cleared up, hopefully. But
hopefully,
I'll definitely do that one if anyone wants to jump on that. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
See me at every table. I think last time I managed to get to about. I tried to gamble at as many hotel casinos as possible. I think I got to about 15 in 4 days. So yeah,
wow,
that was my target. Oh yeah, I ate like a pig. So yeah, that was it.
That's it, man.
St. Paddy's Day in Vegas. Brilliant.
Up the Irish. We got 2 more super chats and then I think we'll just wrap it up there. Zayn talks about taking about Ronaldo, mate. You got William. Relax yourself, mate. What you smoking over there? Wow. Ronald Jacob is sending shots, Zayn. You know what I mean? And he comes up here and says, Adam, you couldn't beat us at Old Trafford. How you got to beat us at Emirates in party time? You know what I mean?
He's not even fit anymore. He's not fit. Mate, to be honest, we don't really need to beat Arsenal. They'll beat themselves. We can play as bad as we are, and Arsenal will just fall under us again. That's what it is.
Oh, my days, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Good luck in Vegas, Adam. You know what I mean? From John Donnelly. Yeah, man. I was meant to be going there for my friend's kind of wedding. So someone says, hey, go to the Bellagio.
Yeah, I went. I did it. I rouletted in the Bellagio, Zayn. That is an awesome hotel, by the way. That literally 2 days after I left, that was the one that got arm robbed. It went crazy in Vegas after I left. It was absolutely mental. But no, wow. Zayn, you're right, mate. The Bellagio is bang on. Every hotel in Vegas is absolutely, it's on a different level. But
it's hot though. It's bloody hot, mate.
It is, mate. You got to go. You got to go right time of year, mate. We went in March, and I think it was 95 in March. So it was stupidly hot.
Yeah, man. Someone says, "Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." oi, come on. But yeah, man, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. It's been a bit eventful. We've had up to about 700 people live for the peak of the live. So yeah, man, you know what I mean. International Breaker was still pulling in numbers. You know what I mean. So big up you for tuning in. Obviously, we've had Adam here. You know what I mean. Thanks for coming on as always, mate. And you want to plug on your socials, mate? You know what I mean. You got past 18K, by the way. Big up, man.
Yeah, I did. I've passed 18K now on YouTube. So catch me at Mad Red United on YouTube, and then get me Adam Matic on Twitter and Ads UTD on Instagram.
Yeah, man. And he said go to Area 51 in Nevada Desert. Come on. Yeah, man. That's it, man. Zayn, big up for you always providing support for the channel. Wait for you, man. You know, we'll be looking homeless, man. I tell you that, man. You know what I mean? Nearly 300 likes, guys. 300 likes in the video. Let's get to 300 likes, people.
You'll get that.
Please, yeah, man. We'll get that, man. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. If you are watching this after the live, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, man. It's paramount. You hit the like button. Go check out Adam's channel right there. The link is in the chat. Go check it out. And yeah, man, we'll be back next Friday, hopefully previewing the game against West Brom. Hopefully, we get our first 3 points at home at Old Trafford. Who would have thought that, eh? First 3 points at home at Trafford. Bonkers, but you know what? This season is bonkers. But yeah, man, guys, please like the video, subscribe to that channel, subscribe to Manchester Red United, and we'll be back soon, guys. Take care.